the Bills and the Lions. Where do we start? This is a Sunday game at 4:25. A lot of people have been saying, hey, we want Bills Lions Super Bowl. Well, yes, there's a lot of work that comes with that. There's a lot of work that needs to happen before we even get to that point. But a lot of people are saying that this could potentially be the preview to the Super Bowl. Now, you're getting Josh Allen, who's currently in the conversation for MVP. You're also getting Jared Goff, who's been playing exceptional football. Bills are 10-3, Lions 12-1. This is going to be a game. The biggest problem on both sides is the injuries from the Lions defense and the problems and chemistry issues and the lack thereof of defense with the Bills. So what are you going to get? What are you going to get in this one, ladies and gentlemen? I'll tell you right now what you're going to get. You're going to get crazy, ridiculous plays back and forth all game, and you may have another situation of what you just seen with the Rams. I don't want to see that. I want to see some people play some defense, but I think the reality is in this one, before even looking at the spread and the odds, you're going to have a situation where the Rams ram that ball down the middle with the run game against the Bills, and then you're going to have Josh Allen on the pass attack because we know that the Lions are having an issue as far as back there with the safeties and in the middle, so or up the middle. So with that said, I think we're in for a show, an offensive showdown. And I'm excited for this one. I really am. So let's go ahead and get into the odds here. The spread is 2.5. Lions are favored. The over-under is 54.5. Minus 140 on the money line for the Lions, plus 120 money line for the Bills. So this could come down to a field goal. But the over-under is 54.5. So once again, if we look at how both these teams have high-powered offenses and how both these teams put up points, we know that over is definitely going to get hit. The thing about this one is we're going to ask ourselves, who's going to make that one play on the defense? Who's going to step up and get that sack or that strip, make that fumble? Who's going to get that pick? Who's going to bobble the ball that leads to that game-changing play? This is going to be a very, very emotional game for both sides, and I think it's going to be a show. Now, you guys already know, I'm with the Bills Mafia. I do think that this is going to be probably a real test. It's going to be a real test as far as, Josh Allen's resilience, his ability to, really, really move around the field. And I think him letting the game come to him in this kind of situation, because this is a big game. This is a big game without a doubt. You've already punched your ticket to the playoffs, but guess what? You just lost in a nasty one against the Rams. You're looking at this like, okay, I'm not doing that again. I'm not losing by another 2 points again. So I'm going to go out here and try my damn hardest to get a victory on the road against what could be considered to be the preview to the Super Bowl. On the flip side, Jared Goff's no slouch either. He's got Gibbs, he's got Montgomery, Laporta, St. Brown. Patrick. There is a lot of talent that this man can get the ball to. And if the Bills defense aren't able to bend, but don't break and just completely break, this thing could get out of hand very fast. So what's my gripe with this one? Jay, what's stopping you from just saying Bills for the victory? Some of you may not want to hear this. It's Sean McDermott. I watched Josh Allen go out on that field and display some of the best football we've probably ever seen in history. And then on the flip side, I've seen a defense that could not stop Puka Nacua and Williams and Cooper Kupp. And you expect me to think that Sean McDermott is going to have this defense ready for this offense that looked like they're Super Bowl bound right off the bat? it's very hard for me to say yes to that. It's very hard for me to sit here and say that Sean McDermott's going to have these guys ready against that kind of team. Now, there's someone in my ear saying, Jay, believe. Well, I believed last week. And the offense didn't let me down. It was the defense that let me down. That allowed 44 points. This is the problem that I have. And you guys know I said all the Bills need to do is put up 35. They put up 35, they'll win. The Bills put up 42 points last week and lost because of two major things. The defense not being ready. And to me, the most important thing that I brought up before anybody else did is McDermott taking the flag and pushing the Rams back for 3rd and 15 instead of making them kick the field goal on a 4th and 7. That's my biggest problem coming into this one, because Sean McDermott at the end of the game, when it really matters, he panics. And this is the kind of game where I could see him not understanding how to deal with someone like Dan Gamble, who's going to put him in a situation on 4th and 1, 4th and 2, 4th and 3, almost every damn down. So unfortunately, I have to go against my grain and I have to go logical on this one. I think the Lions win by a touchdown. There you go. I think the Lions win by a touchdown. I hated to say it, and it's tough to say it, but with what I do and with how long I've been doing it now, you guys know I'm an unbiased Bills fan, and I call it like it is. It is going to be very tough to beat this team, and unless someone steps up in that backfield that's going to be able to make a play, and not just one play, make multiple plays against this team, it's going to be tough to beat the Lions in Detroit.